basically because the children were cursed. That's the reason why they was in captivity. And coming out of captivity, the Lord blessed them, and then we went back to being cursed. And then the Lord blessed us again by showing His mercy by having Yahushua crucified for us. And then another point I want to stretch is when it says hung on a tree, because Christ wasn't hung on a tree. He was hung on a cross.
Right.
But the reason why they said a tree, because the cross is made out of wood.
Right. It was made out of trees.
It was made out of trees.
It was cut out of. I think when you read the history, if I'm not mistaken, it said they used to cut the crosses out of trees.
And actually, in Greek, the word is steru, and it literally means the plank of wood. So they put tree there. They ain't supposed to have tree there at all.
Oh yeah,
it's steru. It means plank of wood.
And I want to link that Galatians.
But Negroes was hung on trees.
Right. I want to link that.
And that was Salakia, brother. That was the curse. Remember they said crucify him, let his blood be on us and our children. And what happened? That curse came on our ancestors where, you know, they were hung on trees. Negroes still hung on trees today. Remember the cat down in Mississippi, December the 3rd, 2010, Greenwood, Mississippi. They hung that Jake down there on the tree. Right, so that literally we just did start being hung on trees through the history. All right, but it was talking about a cross. All right, I think somebody else was teaching in the camp on YouTube, and they brought out the Greek too. Maybe GMS or one of them. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about the Greek, you know, a piece of wood or plank of wood. All right, go ahead.
And to link up with Galatians 3:13, Deuteronomy 21:23. Just to bring back, to show you an example through the Bible, who the children is today. When everybody got it, let me know. 21:23. And it reads,
Deuteronomy 21:23.
It reads, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For he that is hung is accursed of thy power, that the land be not defiled, which the Lord thy God, thy power, give thee for an inheritance. Right, so it's a curse that the Israelites would be hung on a tree. And when you're going into history, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, Mayans, the Aztec Mexicans, we were hung on a tree and we were slew on a tree. You know, it's really not another nation that was crucified and hung on a tree like that, like we was. You had the Romans crucifying some Edomites, but it wasn't on a whole and it didn't stand out for their nation like it did for our nation. So that just links up with Yahushua dying on the cross, back to us being the people of the Bible, back to the Passover, the reason why he died, and us being risen back out of captivity. Right. So yeah, that's my point right there.
Everybody understand?
God.
That was good, brother. Abram?
You have a question. So the scripture that brother brought out in Deuteronomy 21:23.
All right, close that door, please. Sound like we're in the projects. Friday night.
Like the scripture the brother brought out in Deuteronomy 21:23. That scripture is actually talking about Yahushua.
No, that scripture was talking about the Israelite. Deuteronomy 21:23.
Yeah, his body should not be left on the tree.
It was talking about the curse of the Israelites, also linking up with Yahushua dying on the tree also.
Oh, okay.
So it's talking about Christ being hung and slew on a tree, and it's comparing it with the children of Israel being hung and slew on a tree.
And it was also a law, that's why too. Because if he stayed on the tree hung,
the land would be considered defiled or cursed. So it was also a law to take down one of the Israelites, whoever was hung on this tree as well.
And that's by stating the people of the curse. When you compare the Bible with the people in history who actually was hung or slew on a tree, like H.O.I was, it links it back up to us. You know.
And let me say this: in my Bible, when it be prophesying about H.O.I, it always have stars. Okay, so in my Bible, by Deuteronomy 21:23, there's a star there. Okay, so that's representing H.O.I.
Shalom. All right, so everybody understand?
And that's why in Galatians it said we were cursed, and then Christ was cursed for us. Right. So yeah, it's like it, bro.
Everybody understand? All right, so next, you want to give it a shot? Okay, the man said, yeah. See that? All right.
Oh no, I ain't really.
Huh?
I'm starting to get the breakdowns too about this thing, y'all.
Okay, I'll run. You up? You call brothers for you to who, me? Brothers can't be scared, man. Come on. Y'all gonna be doing this stuff, man, when y'all leading congregations and stuff. I'll give you this space to look like, me? Yes, you hawk.
Aharon,
Banya Hawada,
Banya Hawda,
Banya Shala.
Banya Shala.
Alright, do it on your own.
Aharon, Banya Hawda, Banya Shala.
Aharon, Banya Hawda, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakathum.
Say that salute louder.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakathum.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakathum. Put that spirit into it. Good? Good. Alright, so Aharon is going to take us from Exodus 12, verses 22 to 28.
Okay. Verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
Right. So, anybody know what hyssop is? Anybody? By show of hands. Abram?
Hyssop is a healing herb.
Right, a healing herb.
A healing herb.
Right, and it came like on a plant or a little tree. So we took like the little plant or the tree and dipped it in the blood, and that's what we used to strike the two side posts and the upper door posts of our homes. Okay? Right, like David said in Psalms 51, purge me with hyssop and I shall be clean. Right? Meaning what? David was symbolically using like the hyssop as a cleansing herb, asking the Most High to cleanse the sin out of him. Okay? That's in Psalms 51. Good.
For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two-sided posts, the Lord will pass over the doors and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you.
Right, so that's where the name of the high holy day comes from, Passover, right, or Pasach in the Hebrew, right, which means to pass over or to spare or to show mercy, right. When you go into the deeper, I was reading some, deeper biblical scholar meanings of it. When you go deeper into the meaning of the word, it literally means to spare, to pass over, or to show mercy. Okay? Right, so because we put the blood on our houses, what happened? The Lord showed mercy unto us. He forbade to punish us and kill our firstborn. That's what mercy is. Okay? All right, he held back his judgment that he brought upon the Egyptians, you know, when it came to Israel. All right, go ahead.
And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee, and to thy sons forever.
Right, so aren't we doing that to the best of our ability? Once we came back into the truth, we learned about the Passover. We are observing it as an ordinance forever. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he hath promised, and ye shall keep this service.
All right, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, what mean you by this service? That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover.
Read that 26th verse again.
And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, what mean you by this service?
Go ahead.
That ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover.
No, you're supposed to say, F your children. Right? A prophet don't care about his children.
Right.
Right? That's what you're supposed to say. Right? Go ahead. La-ah. That's what you're supposed to say?
La-ah.
Go ahead.
Damn.
Right, go ahead. Scripture ain't say F your children. You're a prophet. No, you teach your children to the best of your ability. Now, if they rebel and become demons, then that's on them. Right, but you do your part for your children till they get of a certain age, where according to Esau law, they get out there on their own, then they held accountable for their own sins. Okay? But as long as they're in your household, you raise them up in the law, statutes, and commandments, and the truth. Okay? Right, go ahead.
Who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians, and delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and worshipped.
Go ahead.
And the children of Israel went away, and did as the Lord hath commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Right, so everybody understand? Basically self-explanatory. They basically just did, you know, what the Most High required of them. Okay? So, you know, they went and they kept this ordinance. And the Most High said, when our children ask us what this service means, we tell them what the service means. Okay? Alright. Yeah. They're up to 28. So go ahead. Oh, that's it on that. Next man. Sure you don't want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
We'll guide you through. Alright. Salakia. You just say your name, Sabalan, son of your tribe, son of Judah, and son of Israel. Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasha'ala. Alright, so Sabalan, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasha'ala. Alright, Karen.
Sabalan, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasha'ala.
No, you said you repeat it?
Sabalan, Bun Yahawada, Bun Yasharala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh thumb. You say thumb, plural, okay. Both of us.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
The. Alright, so Sabalan is going to do Exodus 12, 29, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 29 to 35. Good?